Welcome to Ready Set Roll, Viridian Superstar. With me, your DM, Daniel. With Craig as Mortimer Winthrop James III. With Dylan as Tank. And with Jake as Leaf. Viridian, the land of legends, of heroes long forgotten. Once our continent was whole, and the people knew peace, until the rise of a tyrant who mastered gravity itself. He was no mere man, but a conqueror, seeking to twist the land and the world beneath his feet. They say he unleashed a power so great that the very ground quaked under his command, threatening to consume all life. The heroes of old rallied against him in one final clash that shook the heavens. It was said that, in a desperate bid for victory, the tyrant himself transformed into a colossal serpent, a being of unstoppable hunger. Yet, when the battle turned, it was his own insatiable power that undid him. Causing him to become vulnerable, the serpent was struck down, its head and body parted by the strength of the champions who had defied him. From his ruin rose the river we know today as the Serpent's Divide. It carved its way through Viridian, splitting our lands and over generations, dividing our people. And as years passed, the memory of the tyrant's fall and our hero's sacrifice faded into mist. Now all that remains are fragments of the tale, distorted by time. The divide stands as a testament, silent and unyielding, a memory etched in water and earth, waiting for those who still dare to remember. The Serpent's Divide may split our lands, but the true chasm lies between Aquilor and Ironcliff. On the western banks, Aquilor stands proud, a city of light and laughter where rivers feed rich green lands and prosperity flows as freely as the water itself. From its towering aqueducts to its bustling marketplaces, Aquilor is a city of dreams and beauty, a place where scholars and merchants alike find their way. Yet to the east, across the divide, Ironcliff rises from rock and stone, its people as enduring and unyielding as the land they call home. There, King Thalric Steelheart rules with an iron will, and every fortress and every sword forged in those lands bears the mark of discipline and strength. Ironcliff is a kingdom built to withstand any foe, a realm where valor is currency and loyalty is law. But now tension brews. Ironcliff whispers of shadows that cross into their lands, of monsters, bandits, and disasters that haunt their borders. They point their fingers westward, accusing Aquilor of harboring secrets, of steering chaos towards their gates. Meanwhile, the people of Aquilor speak of Ironcliff's ambition, of a king who sees only threats in every smile and alliances in every shadow. Both kingdoms, divided by water, yet connected by fate, circle each other with growing suspicion. And in the space between them, something more ancient stirs, threatening to rise again.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I like rolling just because it's more fun than me. Just to roll.
Is it only what's going on here, Craig? The top layer isn't where.
What?
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
you're zoomed out.
Yeah, we're zoomed out. Don't worry about it. Just fucking talk.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ready, Set, Roll. Oh God, that's too fast now. Jesus God.
Oh God.
We're going into the. I can see plaid.
We're going to ludicrous speed.
Welcome back to Ready, Set, Roll. I will be one of your DMs of this season, Black Star. With me, and in my
Whoa. Hang on. Your campaign's not Black Star.
the whole overarching thing is going
And
to
the
be
drama
Black Star.
begins.
Mine is going to be the Tales of Aqualore, but we'll get into that in a second.
Put your hand in front of my face.
Hey, Jake. Look at these two fucking nerds right here, dude.
With me in the Tales of... It is quite squeaky. I don't think it picks up on the mic, though, so you should be fine.
WD-40.
It's wood!
Pull out my pocket can. Like a dad would.
With me in this campaign is, to my right, Craig.
Hello.
To his right, Dylan.
Hello.
To his left is going to be Austin.
Hello.
And then to
What do you
Austin's
mean?
right will be Jake.
Hello.
Nice.
So if you've listened to previous episodes, you kind of know the lowdown of what's going on here. We are running 2 side-by-side campaigns.
Impossible.
Under the Black Star name. And with me is my group of experienced, veteran D&D players that are going to be...
And Austin.
And Austin. We're going to be traveling through Aqualore, which is a part of the continent of Viridian, which is the continent that Craig and I threw a bunch of dice on and made together. Map making, made simple. With our Dice Envy dice. So, I'm trying to think of the best way to start this out. Craig, I think I might also send you kind of a readout, like an overarching read of the backstory behind the continent.
Okay.
That way you can put it in front of the first episode and all that.
Okay.
We also
Whatever you want to do,
We
bud.
also need to work on a new intro.
Yeah.
Craig, get your shit together, all right?
I don't know. I got my shit together. I don't know. He's throwing shit on me.
It's for the production value.
I never do this, but I am going to give Tank a flaw.
Oh, a flaw?
I don't know. Would you
Yeah, go ahead.
consider this a flaw, like a fear of flaw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's totally a
Like
flaw.
you're afraid of like horses or something.
He's
That'd be
terrified
debilitating.
he's terrified of the thought of the Feywild. So I don't know if that's a thing in here, but
I'm lactose intolerant.
That is the worst flaw to give yourself. Because so many people just
That's
eat...
worse than mine.
So many people eat bread and cheese, man.
Bread's not dairy.
It's got a gluten allergy.
But you eat bread with cheese.
okay, fair.
It's a combo. It's a nice, healthy meal for the poor.
Druid's gonna turn into a
Nice
cow,
grilled
and
cheese.
we're gonna be milking him the whole session.
Yeah.
I was thinking as a big barbarian badass, it's funny to think that he's scared of like
Pixies.
and like stuff like that.
Dude, pixies are scary. I think he has a reasonable
He's okay
fear.
with magic, but that's like weird magic. So
That's a bridge too far.
that's a bridge too far. Like Mortimer's almost too far, but he's used to it.
Our story begins on the continent of Viridian, where, as you guys can see on our lovely map that Craig and I made,
That's gonna be on the wall right there, right?
I think I could put it on that
That'd be
wall over
sick.
there. I just need a good, what is it, like those, safe,
Like an easel?
yeah, easel or something.
The thing that won't rip your paint off your wall.
Yeah, something that won't rip the
Yeah.
paint off the wall.
I knew what you were. I was picking up what you were putting down, Dan.
This massive continent of Viridian is split into 2 separate kind of kingdoms, countries, lordships. One is the city-state of Aqualore, led by high magicians who run this kind of grassy, water-laid lake society to the betterment of their future along the Serpent's Tail, along the Serpent's River. Opposite them is Ironcliff and their settlements along the head of the Serpent. Now, inside of Aqualore today...
So is Aqualore and Ironcliff like the two, like split?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because, like, there is... The body of water that basically separates the entire continent is known as the Serpent's Divide.
Is it Viridium or Viridian?
It's
Viridian.
Viridian.
With an N?
Viridian, like the color.
So VIR. Craig spelled it in his version of Viridian.
Yeah, my dyslexic version where I can't spell shit.
Oh, it's like numbers and shit in there.
Yep. The I's are ones.
Backwards B.
Backwards V? It's still a V.
I said B.
Oh, I thought you said V.
Which the joke is it's a D. So.
Today, you all find yourselves in the capital city of Aqualore. It's a hustling, bustling day. A festival is occurring currently, but that's not exactly where you all are at right now. Currently, where you all are at is standing on a podium near the city center, near the city hall of Aqualore, with your characters kind of standing behind the podium, while Craig, describe your character for us.
So, you see a tiefling who has red skin. He's got like the horns, but he don't have like the twisted horns. He's just got like the straight back horns. They're gold gilded tipped horns. He's got slick back hair. He's got like the stylish, like the mustache and the goatee type of facial hair. He's wearing nice robes over top of what you can kind of see is glints of like little studs on his studded leather because he's been in some shit. But he's pretty fancy. His name is Mortimer Winthorpe James III, and he's a very high society kind of guy.
He's a fancy boy.
He's a fancy, very fancy lad, and he has a real strong southern drawl, as you can see. But I am no mere bard, you see. Lots of bards like to play tunes, but I don't play tunes with a musical type of composition. I am more of a type of bard that I like to express myself through... Sorry, there was a bug that got in my mouth.
I seen it. It was huge.
Oh my god.
He talks a lot.
Lord. I express myself in other means as far as I am an actor, as you can say. I find myself at a higher class of type of bard. These meager bards, anybody can pick up an instrument these days.
Fancy boy indeed.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You will not see me at the lower, meager levels, resting in the stalls of a barn. I will always be in the highfalutin class, because that's where I belong.
Bard College. Diva.
It's actually the Bard College of Glamour, my friend. Glamour.
He's decked out in their alma mater.
When Craig plays it, it's Diva, though.
Yeah.
And standing to the right of Mortimer, a little bit behind him, he likes to be the center of attention, stands...
I am the center of attention.
Jake, your character?
My character is a wood elf. He's kind of like dirty looking. A lot of his clothes look like they were made from stuff from the woods, like leaves and stuff. Yeah,
Made from dirt, built from dirt.
Yes, made out of dirt.
He's a dirt man.
This guy's just dirt.
Sewed with dirt.
Mm-hmm. He's like an average height, probably pretty close to 6 foot tall. He has a lighter complexion and blonde hair, like platinum blonde hair, and yellow eyes.
He's got jaundice.
That's
why his eyes are yellow.
And he doesn't have a lot of confidence. He generally doesn't like to talk to people or be the center of attention.
He talks real quiet.
And now we go over to Dylan, your character. You are standing on the left behind Mortimer.
You see a very squat, just as wide as he is tall, dwarf with a kind of long, kind of not like a dirt and leaves patchwork tunic, but like a animal hide kind of patchwork tunic. Over his body, you see like a huge axe hanging off his back, and like a big bear head for his like hood of his tunic. You see him standing a little bit closer to Mortimer, as if he's been with Mortimer for a little while, kind of his right hand man, bodyguard, not really right hand man, but his bodyguard. Yeah, I'm Tank Tungsten. I'm a barbarian, and I just like to fight and kill stuff. And my man Mortimer has given me that opportunity, and I love him to death for it. Just love killing stuff. It's the best.
And standing between you two, directly behind Mortimer, is a cloaked figure whose face is unrecognizable through the shadows of the cloak, and his hands are covered completely as his nothing identifiable about his body. We'll leave that as Austin's character for now.
Okay, I was like, well, you just described just a nothing of a man.
He just assassinates Mortimer. Holy shit!
Oh my god! Oh, good lord! I've been stabbed by a Jezebel.
What do you mean that's not Austin's character? Where
What the fuck?
What I hire you bodyguards for anyway?
It was so fast, Mortimer. I'm sorry.
To preface how all of you met, how all of you ended up in the position you are today, is Mortimer James Winthrop III is an actor, a premier of the theater. But lately he's been finding that his scripts have not been landing. His motivation has been lacking. His pen just isn't hitting the paper as it used to. So, he decided, what if I made my own stories out there in the world, adventuring? But I'm Mortimer James Winthrop III. Why do I?
It's Mortimer Winthrop's James III, sir.
Yeah.
Get the fucking name right,
Mortimer Winthrop.
God.
or
James
keep it out of your mouth. MWJ.
MWJD.
JD, what the fuck?
What would Mortimer?
Yeah, what would Mortimer Winthrop's James do? Yes.
So he
I was
decides.
just saying, like, as in the third.
Yeah, the third. He's kind of hit a point where he just wants to make his own adventures.
I need a muse.
But he's a bard. He doesn't have the combat experience that a ripe adventurer would have. So he decides to gather a cohort of mighty warriors to become heroes alongside of him, and they died.
Man.
So
It was very tragic. But hey, I made a couple shekels writing the story about it.
I've seen this in a play once called MacGruber.
It did really good for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, the play was a good success. So he's like, I have enough money. I can do this venture again. And I go out, and they died again on me. The casualty rates are just...
What did they expect? Me to come in here and do some work? Get my hands dirty? I hired them for the adventure, not for me to do it.
This turned into a venture play, a horror play for Mortimer, where he was able to describe the deaths at the hands of the undead.
Large turnover rate over at Mortimer James
But then-
Enterprises.
He finally hits magic. The fire just builds up around him as he gets a third group. That's your group. He managed to find the perfect crew to help him travel the continent of Viridian, going from place to place, solving problems, fighting criminals, saving the Lord of Aqualore. You've managed to defeat a displacer beast that was harassing a farm, his cows, sheep being killed by this shifting beast. You managed to stop a necromancer's plot, preventing him from controlling an undead horde to be brought down upon Aqualore. You battled against a Durgar assassin who could dig and burrow beneath anywhere with his Delver's Claw.
I named him the Mole in the play.
I actually liked that guy. He was pretty cool, but he had to go.
I'm the Underminer.
And finally, your greatest achievement was the defeat of an adult white dragon. This beast of cold that was freezing all of the lakes and waterways with its icy breath and cold vizier. Now, but that is why we are here right now at this podium. Why we are here with this crowd of people, what looks to be journalists who seem to be taking questions from
reporters.
Mortimer. As Mortimer, you take the podium.
Oh, good day,
Mortimer,
good day.
Mortimer!
Yes, you, sir, with the slick back hair and let's see, the mustard-colored suit?
I'm from the Aqualore Inquisition.
Oh, yes, the Aqualore Inquisition. A fine post, if I do say so myself, as long as I see my name in there.
Sir, you have become such a famous playwright with all of your stories and adventures and all of the threats that you have defeated over time. But we feel that here in Aqualore, the repercussions have been quite astronomical as well.
The repercussions? What are you talking about? Me and T3 over here, that's Team 3, we fought back multiple beasts,
Tank Flex
burdens,
says that.
visages? What do you mean?
What about the reports of the goblin hordes that have slowly been shifting over to Ironcliff?
The goblin hordes over at Ironcliff? Well, I say if Ironcliff has a problem and they need solved, they can hire my services for a expensive fee.
Mortimer!
Oh, yes, you young damsel over there. You a fine peach. You ain't like these other Jezebels I've seen in the taverns.
I'm from the Kobold Gazette.
Oh, kobolds. As I think back at their life.
What about the rumors that you disposed of the dragon's body into the rivers, freezing them over almost permanently?
Well, I say you seem a little fiery coming from the Kobold Gazette over there. You get what I'm saying? Well, you know, if we wouldn't have disposed of the body over there, then this whole town would have frozen up. Yeah, hell, even the continent. So I just say a small little frozen lake. Maybe we could take the kids out to go ice skating sometime. But would you rather have a little portion or the whole place completely covered in snow?
Hey, Frank Fredson from the Humanoid Magazine.
Go ahead, Frank.
How do you respond to the townsfolk saying Mortimer James III is a has-been and will never act in this town again?
Oh, well, I just have to say for them that I'm the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. So if I'm a has-been, then I hate to see what's coming after me because it's going to be a very lackluster town, if you do say.
What the heck was that?
It's my phone, you motherfucker.
Mortimer!
Yes, sir.
He's on the podium texting.
He's on his BlackBerry.
Pull my fucking stone of far speech. Is this almost over?
I'm from the WW News. Mortimer, what about the situation with the undead? Although you defeated the necromancer, the undead hordes are still roaming. That just without a leader. What? How do you plan to solve that problem?
The WWN? Well, I tell those undead creatures they can suck it, and I do the
You see a skeleton reporter put his mic down.
Yes, as you know, those undead creatures, they have migrated on to the Witchwood, and those whores over there, it's just another piece to the pie over in that area.
At this time, a guard captain sort of moves up next to the podium, next to you, Mortimer. It's like, may I?
Oh, yes, go right ahead, Captain.
Now, as you all know, with the undead hordes, it is as always advised, keep an eye out. If you see the horde moving through your village, we advise you evacuate the village until the horde leaves, and then you may repopulate your village. As always, stay out of the pathway of the horde. If you lose anybody, the kingdom of the city-state of Aqualore is not responsible. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody give the captain a good hand, a round of applause. He deserves it. Any other questions?
No, sir.
Yes, you in the back with the feather in the cap.
I'm from the Theater Post. I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, I'm a big fan of yours if you're a big fan of mine.
When is your next play to come out?
Well, that is to be determined. Me and T3, we're going to find us the next adventure. The next thing that comes across the horizon. The next threat to Aqualore that we can vanquish. You know, the next big play that I can come up with. I guess that's our cue. Good job.
I was more saying lightning streaks across the sky.
Lightning crashes.
Right, so they didn't work anyways when you hit the plane.
Thunder rolls.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
You're just fucking calling
Ripped
lightning. The captain once again. All right, everyone, that is enough questions for the day. Disperse, go back, write your tabloids, and have a wonderful evening.
And as always, I have my new book out for anyone who wants to buy it. I have about 50. I have 50 signed copies. Mortimer James, It's Tough to Be the King. the king of acting, that is. And if you pay the extra 50 gold pieces, you can get, I guess I can spare some of my time to give you all some acting lessons.
Mortimer, can I have mine autographed?
Of course, good sir, of course. And then I yell out, Coleman, as I cast my unseen servant, and then you just see like this fucking floating pin.
Yeah,
It just floats over and gives my autograph because I'm not touching a peasant. These unfortunates, they don't deserve.
chest.
As it comes over and just,
More was like, I'll take care of this one.
I got this one right here. As I lick the end of the pin.
After you sign it.
Salty.
Another impressive speech, Mortimer.
Oh, thank you. The press, they do love me.
The captain is this looks like an older, like gray, salt and pepper looking half elf who looks very tired, but it's like happy it's over with and everything. You all have met this man many a times over your careers, trouble and no trouble. And he's been happy for your services, but he also knows that Mortimer is just in this game for the publicity.
Tank sizes him up every time
Yeah.
they interact with each other.
You need to stop that.
You need to stop that right fucking now.
Captain.
Tank.
Catching the bad guys lately?
I mean,
We have. In case you were wondering.
and we're still appreciative of that. Now, Mortimer, I hate to say it, but your group has done such a good job of cleaning up Aqualore. We don't have any new missions for you.
Oh my goodness, maybe you should put out the word. Let everyone know that, T3's got the biggest dick in the land. You know what I'm saying?
Headlines: T3 cleans up crime in the city.
The Lord of Aqualore would like to meet with you.
Oh, another. Gerald wants to meet with us?
You're gonna call him Gerald?
Because we're on a first name basis.
His name's not Gerald.
His name is Jaron Linden, but
But I can't say
he's an
that.
ancient elf. Yeah, he's an ancient elf, so he just goes with Gerald.
He's given up on trying to teach his whole name to people.
Gerald's his normie name.
So I'm here to personally give you an escort to his lordship.
Oh, thank you, Captain. I do love our meetings, and I do love it whenever you escort us places. Your armor seems to attract the eyes of the ladies.
Well,
The
you
glint.
can escort me, Captain, because I will be escorting Mortimer.
That sounds
If that's okay.
That sounds wonderful, Tank.
Okay.
How about you, Leaf?
I'm here. We're going.
Stink lines coming off.
And as the captain leads you all up to the Capitol building, that's where we're going to take our commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages. Breaking news: DysonV.com.
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 Wait, did you say DysonV.com?
I did. They're in the top story, top billing today because they have our promo code Ready, Set, Roll. All caps, no spaces. Going to be in the show notes below. DysonV.com has always been with us, and now that we are going into a new campaign, you can bet they are still along with us.
You can bet your bottom dollar.
Yeah.
You bet your sweet fucking ass.
That sweet,
bet your
sexy
sweet
ass.
Coming up here in December, that advent calendar, we've been pushing it pretty hard, but I'm just saying, with our discount code in hand, that advent calendar is going to bring a lot of cheer to you. Also, check out our RSR merch, where we have just released a whole bunch of new Bat Rat stuff, because we just wrapped up Bat Rat last week. Look, Bat Rat has always been one of our top character-driven stories, and we were so appreciative.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah. So I hope you'll get some Bat Rat merch to, be a pal.
Bat Rat.
Also, share the show, word to mouth. We're going into a new season. We want new listeners.
Ooh.
That way people can be on the ground floor listening to us. So word to mouth, always great. And then they can
Mouth
also,
to mouth is also great too.
And then they can also join our Patreon.
Whisper in your significant other's ear at night. Ready, set, roll.
As you're driving down the road, literally steal their phone, type in "ready, set, roll,"
Yeah, steal
and
their
put
phone.
it on the stereo.
They're
Grab-
driving. They should be on their phone anyway.
Yeah, grab the steering wheel, wreck into a pole, have Ready, Set, Roll playing while the cops come.
Then they'll be fans.
All right.
Oh, that's sick.
And now let's get back into the adventures of Aqualore.
Can we just do more of those like news report things? Like that's just fun to interact with.
Basically, this is how I wanted to start things because, you're all level 9. You've been adventuring for a while, and it kind of needed
Jesus.
a big start. A big start to understand what's been happening in your backstories so far. No, I don't know what level of camaraderie you all have developed over this time. Seems like a good
Probably
team.
pretty good. I mean, we've fought quite a few battles, it sounds like.
Yeah, Leaf has really came out of his shell.
Really came out of that nut. He's a tough nut to crack.
You should have seen me before.
For the first year, just never talked. As you all are escorted up towards the Capitol building, this is just another day in the park for you. Especially after the White Dragon incident, you all managed to really work up a good rapport with Geraldino. You say his name properly every time.
Geraldino.
Yeah. Wood Elf and all that. You got the pronunciation down. You nail it.
Talking about Gerald.
Tank, yeah.
talking about Gerald?
Tank, he doesn't pay you much attention.
Who does?
And as you all are procession through, the guards give you all salutes. You're all very well high respected. And as you enter into the main, what is it called?
Foyer.
The foyer, yeah.
Or like talking about like, are we going in like a castle?
It's no, because it's a city.
Okay.
It's not a kingdom. It's a city-state. So the city-state's like conference room almost.
So it'd be like the hearing room where he sits at the head.
Yeah, he's sitting at the desk. He's currently talking to his secretary.
I'm over here as we walk in. I'm like, smell that? It smells like success. We made it, boys.
That's the smell of bureaucracy and drying
Like
ink.
payday.
I love it. I love it here. This is where I was born to be. As everywhere I go, whenever I go to sit down, I always do that, like, knock the ring knock. I'm that guy.
Geraldine sees you all come in, and he stands up and says, "Mortimer, my dear friend.
Oh, Gerald, it's so good to be back here.
Yes, come, give me a hug."
Oh, I'll give you a hug and a little bit more than that. And I give him a little smooch on the cheek right there. I'm like,
Careful now, my wife may be watching.
oh, well, I hope she is.
So, how did the conference go?
Well, the conference couldn't have gone any better. I didn't hear one naysayer amongst them. They knew that what we do best. You know, exactly. I just said everything perfectly.
All right.
Per usual.
Well, as I'm sure, Captain, you are dismissed, and Anders gives a bow and...
Your name's Anders? God, I thought his name was...
Tank just
I didn't know that. I'm sorry, Captain. I feel real ashamed of myself for never knowing your actual name, but at this point I was too embarrassed to ask. You know, I feel like I may have missed it. Maybe we heard your name at some point, and I just never, you know, it just went out of one ear, out the other. I know a lot of people.
I just thought it was Captain.
I am so sorry, Anders. I will never call you Captain ever again. I will call you Anders from now on.
I don't believe that, but thank you.
I'll do my best.
Captain Anders.
Now, as Geraldine goes back to his table, his desk, and begins signing a few more papers. Now, as you all know, you've done quite a lot for the city-state of Aqualore. At the same time, tensions with...
Ironcliff?
Yeah.
You mean Ironcliff over there? Yeah, I heard that the zombie hordes made it across the town. Like, what is going on with that? The goblins?
Ironcliff has been a bit tense with us lately. More so to the fact your group.
Well, they do seem to have their the knickers in a bunch.
They've asked me to extradite your group.
Extradite?
Yes, for trials of lot of words, a lot of sentencings,
I'm good with words.
dismantling of society, public indecency.
That was one time.
Most of that stuff was Leaf, anyways.
Disturbing the peace, sending an entire army towards their.
Well, that wasn't us. That was just happenstance.
That's just what happens when you protect the whole city. You know?
And freezing the serpent's head with the body of the white dragon.
Again, what is with this? Did they want the whole continent to freeze or just this little area?
No, I
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I'm not here to.
Ungrateful.
I mean, really, seriously, it is.
Exactly.
Look, it's understandable they are a little angry, but I am happy you have kept Aqualore at peak condition through your adventures.
Prime time.
Damn straight.
And we are forever grateful for you. That is why, instead of extraditing you to Ironcliff and
You will reward us.
and avoiding a war, I am going to be having you all serve as ambassadors to other islands and other parts of the ocean.
I choke. I was sipping on a drink. So, you're trying to get rid of old Mortimer James?
We're not trying to
I
get.
was trying.
We're not trying to get rid of you. Look, Mortimer, there is no more problems in Aqualore for your group to
Well,
solve.
you know, as soon as we leave, there's going to be some stirring out on the ocean, some coming right across. There always is some type of menace waiting to happen. I heard something about some
the
hornet.
next dragon comes. You know, who's going to be here to stop it?
It's quite possible, but the big problem, again, the problem is that if we do not give you to Ironcliff, they will attempt to start a war with us.
And we'll stop them too.
Already, there has been word that their production of magical items has increased of late. I don't know where they're getting the materials. I don't know where they're getting the magic. They are not known for magical prowess. They're known for their martial prowess.
So it's probably shit stuff, so ain't nothing to worry about.
We hope.
Well, listen, I as painful as it may be, and as awesome as it would be to be the ones to save the city, I'd hate to see anything come. I don't want to see a single hair of a Mortimer Winthorpe's James III fan get hurt. So I think it is for the best that as long as we have on good terms, we could come back whenever we need to, right?
Yes.
As an ambassador, you would hope that we could get there and relay the message.
The other additional thing that will happen from this is to sovereign nations that we are friendly with, you will have what is known as diplomatic immunity.
Oh boy! Do you know what that
License to
means?
kill.
No.
What?
That is not what it means at all, Tim.
What did you hear?
I heard license to kill.
That's not what I said.
That is exactly what you heard.
Come on.
Have you never seen my reenactment of a famous play I called Lethal Weapon?
I've been taking them acting classes he's been giving out to people.
Was it
It's
the
worth
second
the
one?
50 gold pieces.
Was that the second one?
Yes, the second one. My first one, it did so well that I had to come back and perform Lethal Weapon 2. And that's where we discussed diplomatic immunity.
License to kill.
I really like the scene with the auto crossbow against the man in the window.
Hang on, do you want me to do a little Briggs?
No. We don't need that right now. So he pulls out.
I'm too old for this
Pulls out a
shit.
map. So he pulls out a map for you all. Again, I'll probably get an easel for this, or like safety tape. So as you know, there are several islands all along Viridian, each one with different races, different climates.
Why is
cultures.
that one on fire?
Oh, that's where I'm from.
Yes, the Leaf. If you've got the name down there.
Hell?
Which one?
Whoa. What are you trying to say there,
didn't know
Tank?
hell was an
I'm not from hell.
You're like a demon guy, right?
Yeah.
I got
trouble
devilishly
reading my
good
writing.
looks, but I'm not
I
from
don't know what the
hell.
second word is. Inferno something.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Well, I don't want to go with the fiery one. That sounds...
Inferno
Inferno Reach.
Beach? Okay.
Yeah, Infernal Reach. Yeah,
Inferno Reach. There's also the Mirror Glades, where the tieflings and Yuan-Ti live in harmony with one another.
I mean, we have gracious. It's beautiful. As a part of, we have fine beaches. There's we get all our fertile soil from our volcano. It's an active volcano, yes, and sometimes it gets a little dicey, if you want to say. But I mean, it's pretty. On the far reaches of the island where the Yuan-Ti live, it's jungle forested, even lush forest. It's
Which
great.
is why it doesn't burn down, because of all the plants are so green and lush. The fire doesn't do enough to burn it. Now, you have options of where you can go as ambassadors for your first destination. We have, currently there has been some issues between Inferno Reach and Mirrorglade as of late. Some diplomatic breakdown between the heads of state, which would probably be your jurisdiction.
This is true.
We're also trying to patch up relations with the goblins at Chaos Crag. Remember, the first thing you did was help divert that goblin horde and defeat its leaders. We don't want them sending a full-scale assault again. So...
It's goblins.
I know, Tank, I know, but we're trying to patch up relations.
Shit things bigger than goblins, you know? Like...
I mean, I could give them a lashing with my silver tongue.
Yeah, isn't there like some kind of low-level people you could send there? Like we're fighting dragons, and you're...
God damn it, Dan, sit it on the chair behind you.
Oh, yeah, I could.
Fuck. You're killing me.
Gerald just keeps on bringing the map up and down and up and down.
Gerald, sit it on the chair behind you. Jesus.
Well, instead of the Chaos Crags, we can go... yes. The Verdant Islands, where the bestial races live. We've been trying to get into...
fun, I'm not gonna lie.
We've been trying to get into their fur trade as of late.
Oh. I do like a good pussy.
Damn. What? Where was the leap? Like, where was the... I don't see the connection between this.
Holy shit!
Do you fuck animals?
I don't think we can go there anymore.
What are y'all talking about, you sick freaks?
All right, well,
I've been trying to
Mortimer
get myself on
Just X out that island.
Leaf going, I don't think... fucking...
Oh, no, Leaf definitely fucks animals. We all know that. He just at least gets an animal form to do it.
There's also the Elder Scale in the Scale Bone region where the dragons are.
Yeah, they might not be too happy about us taking out one of their kinfolk, though.
Which would be why you would be having the conversation with them and explaining why
we killed your cousin.
I mean,
he was a real bad guy.
Are dicks. Yeah.
You would be discussing why this white dragon decided to attack Aqualore and attempt to freeze the continent.
So, like, this Dragon Island, is it, like, all types of dragons?
It's Dragonborn, kobolds, the whole scale of
But what I'm saying, like, Dylan understands that there's, like, chromatic and...
Yes,
like,
there is all type.
Okay, so they're all just kind of commingling together. There's not an evil type and a good type. They're all just kind of like, we're here.
Or now listen. We spin that wheel as I conjure up like a magical fucking wheel.
You counted how many islands.
Yeah, there's like 4 islands.
You
All
pull
right,
a curtain
there's
down from a wheel you installed that you didn't know about.
Gerald, this is more fun this way.
There's also
I noticed that.
This is government property.